Next guests.
Entering the 12-hour podcast, we have Mr. John Schultz and Miss McHaffie. All right, there you go. Thank you guys for coming on.
Hi, guys.
Thanks for having us.
How are we doing?
Yeah, we're doing great. How are you guys doing? How's your guys' day going?
Pretty good.
It's been great. Yeah.
It's been a good day.
So I have you written down for, when you filled out the form, you said you wanted to talk about your transition into FHN, correct?
Sure.
I mean, yeah, because I don't want to, like, beat a dead horse, because, I mean, I'm sure you've been interviewed by so many journalism people at this point.
I have. I've been interviewed by more journalism people in the last 6 months than
that is
my entire
crazy.
career.
Yeah. Because, I mean, you're already...
Publications is definitely committed.
Oh, yeah. No, we're pretty active, like, club here in North and whatnot, yeah. And, I mean, like, I guess my first question is, like, what was it any different? Because is this I'm assuming you principaled at a different school?
So I've been assistant principal at other schools. I've been associate principal. This is my first time as a principal here. I was principal at Francis Howell Union for a short period of time.
So what's like the difference in like job? Like what's the difference in being an actual principal and then being an associate principal? Like where does the differences actually lie?
I think that the biggest difference is just that all the questions come to you. You know, so as an associate principal, a lot of times I was like filtering things out for the principal, trying to sort things out, and really mediating between people. And a lot of times now it's more I'm the final decision maker. That's been the biggest change.
Yeah, and I mean, what do you think? Because you also said you wanted to talk about the success of Knights so far, which I couldn't agree with more. And what do you think of when you were first transitioning into North? What were like the standout places that you would say are most successful of North or most prominent of North that you would say like the most prominent branches, I guess? Yeah,
so I mean, I think that obviously journalism, production, publications is a huge highlight, but I think there's a lot of other highlights that are going on. One thing that I think is really impressive about North is just the dedication and commitment of the people here, really to being Knights. Like that was something I heard through transition the whole time, was really making sure that we represent the Knights as who they are, let them be who they are, and focus on making sure that we're not trying to be someone else.
Exactly.
And I think that's been something I think that everybody should be really proud of, and the work that is going on here is really successful. And it doesn't hurt that coming out of last year, you guys had tremendous success, like in general, like EOC success, AP success, like historic success in all those areas. So that definitely helps in my transition. I didn't have to really look for like areas of improvement or like I was like, oh, let's keep doing what we're doing.
Exactly, yeah. And
you might want to move the mic a little closer.
Oh, to all of us?
I got it. Sometimes it's a little finicky with like when it picks up and when it doesn't. I have some questions here.
You do?
I do. All right.
Do you guys know Miss McHaffie?
We do. I'm pretty sure I was talking to you about like you guys are joining 12 hour.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Did you know like she's like Mrs. Knight? Like she loves this place?
Yeah, I was about to say, like for those who don't know, like principal, how would you describe your position over here at North?
I am the assistant to the principal, so I work directly for Mr. Schultz, and so this is my third year to work for the head principal. I was an AA. Prior to that, I started working here in 2014 as a para, and I did that for a year and a half, and then I moved into the main office and was a assistant to an associate principal and assistant principal. He is the 8th principal I worked directly for in the years that I've been here. So I've had the privilege of working for some really amazing principals that I love. I love everyone that I work for. We've had some really amazing principals here at North, and him included. He's just been a really great addition to our team. And what he was saying about North is true. One of the standouts, I think, for our community is that our staff and students are a tight-knit group. We're a strong team that feel a lot like family, and that's one of my favorite things about working here. I haven't worked anywhere else in the district, just at North, so I am, my blood is black and gold. So I love this community, the students, the staff, and consider my position just a privilege, really.
And I do just want to say, like, even, like, there's been so many changes in, like, the past 3 years. Like, we've had the new building, which was huge, and then we had, you know, you're the new principal now, and everything like that. And I do want to say, like, you guys are doing a great job with, like, not losing the North spirit, or, like, what it sounds corny, what it means to be a knight, right? Like, I mean, it still feels like North. It still feels like the same high school, like, it's a completely different building and everything like that. So much has changed, but it still feels like the same place I went to my freshman year, 4 years ago, and everything like that. And you guys are doing a great job, and, you know, I applaud you guys for that. But
it's kept the same, you know, warmth.
Exactly.
I think the podcast is great for getting information out, but I think what it's even better at is kind of figuring out, like, who you guys are as people and being able to introduce, whether it's students watching right now in class or somebody in Houston, Texas, of, like, who are you guys beyond just simply what your title is. So I'd like to ask you guys some more personal questions. What drives you guys? What are you both passionate about when you wake up and you're like, here's what I have to do today? What gives you the energy to go forth and get that done?
Yeah, I think that for me, it's always just about individual student success. I was a student that was not the most, I wasn't the most successful high school student. I enjoyed high school a lot, but I wouldn't say that I walked away with, like, a ton of success. Academically, I could have done better. But it really does drive me to make sure that everybody understands what they're here for. Everybody understands the pathway forward. I was very fortunate to have two parents that were educators, and they pushed me to continue in education. But I think there's sometimes that somebody, you know, has maybe a bad freshman year, and they're like, nah, I'm done. Education's not for me. And so really for me, it's always about how do we provide enough of a support to get people into that next level. Because I really believe every student in this building can go forward and be successful in college and career.
I would say that you mentioned support, and that's one of my roles is, and I like to say service too. I'm here to serve for the most part, I work a ton, obviously, with Mr. Schultz, but I support the staff in payroll items and time clock items and days when a teacher needs a day off and getting a sub and things like that. So what I get excited about coming to do here at North is just getting to work with people I genuinely care about and love and that I feel connected to. And that's a really great thing when you're an adult and you have a job that you get to go and work with people you connect with and that care about you too. I would say service, and you're really good about that too, serving and how can we support people. I always say I'm not any kind of a boss here, but I do feel like I'm a big sister to the other AAs, to anybody else that supports staff and even administrators. What can I do to help and serve you and make your job easier?
I think that other people would say that about you too. I think that that's something that has been really important for me is the work that you've done with, like, just connecting with people and really helping me understand the community, understand the people here, and then, you know, representing my voice or representing the voice of the administrative team.
I know I've heard the language before of every career and every position is either a marble or a web. It's either, you know, condensed and it's isolated and there's a clear, this is what you do, and there's not really much peripheral stuff, or there's the web of your job is more so connecting things and in relation to other things, and it's very much so an enmeshed idea of the community around. Both of you have a very clear, like, a web of responsibilities. It's not this isolated, I go to my office and I do blank and then I clock out. It's really like, I've seen both of you around the school helping out in whatever which ways. It is awesome to see you guys connecting and having this web of a job rather than, you know, my office hours are blank and then I'm gone, you know?
Yeah.
I think that's one of the things that appeals most to me about my job or about working in education is that I don't know what I'm going to get from day to day. So, you know, one day I may come in and I'm going to be working on spreadsheets. I love working on spreadsheets. I'm a big fan. I like the math side of things. I was a math teacher previously. But I also know that at any moment I could be moving on to celebrations or students that are struggling academically or students that are struggling emotionally and or staff. And so I really do like the unpredictability of my job.
Every day's different, All of us love that, actually. That kind of suits our personality as well in the main office, the other AAs. We love that every day is different. You never know what you're going to face, but you do know you're going to work with some amazing students and staff. So.
And, like, for me, like, as because I'm a senior now, so is Camden, our producer, Riley. As, like, I start thinking about, college and then so on and so forth, it all feels so, like unknown, you know what I mean? Like, nothing is ever planned. Like, I should be finding out tomorrow if I get accepted to WashU, so fingers crossed there.
Yeah.
But, like,
awesome.
for example, like, I don't know if I'm going to get in. I don't know what my future is going to look like. I don't even know what I'm going to be doing tomorrow, really. Right. So, like, it all feels so unknown. And, like, how do you guys balance that? Because you talked about how Camden brought up a good point. Your job is very much the web, right? You're making relations to not only students, but to other adults in the school, out the school. You span pretty large. How do you guys balance, like, the unknown factors and is there stress that comes with that, is, I guess, my question.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that the big thing is just embracing it. Like, I think the more that we can accept that we don't control everything, the better off we are as a society. Like, this idea that we're going to be able to control every aspect of our lives. And something I really spend time on is, like, controlling my controllables. So for you, whether that letter or email comes tomorrow and it says you got in or you didn't get in, it's not a judgment on who you are as a person or who anybody else is. Like, somebody else that gets in doesn't mean they're better or worse than you. It just means in that moment, in that situation, that person got the call. And I think that that's been something that was really hard for me to learn as in my adult age, is just realizing that I can't control everything, and just because the decision's made doesn't mean it was even about me. In a lot of cases, I have parents that are mad at me, or faculty that are mad at me, or faculty that are happy, or parents that are happy. And sometimes that has nothing to do with me, but it may be directed at me. And so just controlling your controllables is something I really spend time on.
Yeah. And prioritizing, I think, is really important, learning how to prioritize and finding balance in what that is. And another really important part of being able to, to be successful in your day is depending on your teammates. We are really, our admin team and our AA team are really strong. And it's a constant thing. Something we can depend upon is when I have something really important I need to get finished with or do, the other AAs join me, or we help each other and support each other, and that helps us through moments that are unpredictable. And the admin team is the same. We see that all the time behind the scenes where he oversees discipline, but he doesn't do it. But if there's some that comes up and he needs to step in, he absolutely will. Dr. Steep does all the time too, and support the other discipline principals in their jobs, because sometimes it's just super busy, So depending on your teammates is a huge part of that.
Yeah. Having people you can rely on.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
Your mic's a little too close. It's like right at your stomach. I'm interested to hear, you two are obviously very driven people, very successful people in each of your roles. I'm wondering, a lot of times I find myself coming back to, like, mantras or quotes or books or movies or a role model or something that, like, puts me in the right direction, right? Do either of you have something specific that has driven you, whether it's a person in your life or a quote you heard from a book or a song lyric or something? Is there anything that, like, you regularly come back to and that sets you in the right position?
So I actually have two things that I coached wrestling for a long time, and one of the focus areas that I had was just a simple mantra of work wins. And I really believe that if we put in the work and we continue to compete, we walk away winning, whether that's, we actually won on the mat or we grew and improved. So work wins is a big focus of mine. I think I've adapted it a little bit to realize that winning doesn't necessarily mean that I had my hand raised at the end of the match, or that I was the number one school in the district, or that I was the number one school in the state. Like, winning is that I improved. It's really more personal. And then the other thing that really is important to me is that calm is strength. So I try to exude calm at all times. It's something I really spend a lot of time and energy on, because I really truly believe that when I'm calm, I'm in my rational mind, I'm making my best decisions, and I'm ready to communicate effectively to people in crisis or people that are upset. and that if I lose calm, which is very easy for me to do, it's something that I've had to work on throughout my career and throughout my early age as an adolescent. When I lose calm, I lose rational thought, and I struggle with making good decisions.
I would say relationships are super important in life, and I have amazing parents, and one thing my mom always taught us growing up is when you're dealing with people, you can't throw dirt without getting dirty. So, believe the best in people. Believe the best in them and their relationship. They maybe had a bad interaction with somebody. Maybe they're just having a bad day of something you don't know anything about. So I really think that, being kind and building relationships, not that you have to be best friends with everybody, because that's not possible. And everybody's different too, but in terms of success in life, it's important to have good relationships and building trust with people.
Do you guys know Miss McHaffie's name is Kara?
Really?
Yeah. Kara's her first name.
I didn't know.
Do you know what Kara means?
Caring?
Caring. She's very caring.
Yeah,
it's in her name. She has to be caring. She's one of the most caring people I've ever met. And that definitely comes through in her answers, her responses, and how she helps the school.
That's yes.
All right. Do you want to have some of these questions?
Yeah, sure. I haven't looked.
You don't have to.
You don't have to ask. We didn't know the setup here, so we just didn't know if we were gonna.
We were worried. We were walking in. You guys
that's
were
right.
leave,
We're like, oh my
gosh,
gosh, what are we
no.
gonna? We love it that you're here to kind of generate conversation.
Do you want some more casual questions? Do you want
Sure.
formal questions? What are you looking for here?
I have no direction.
Yeah.
If you want to, you can go wherever you want.
And that's what the
We can
12 hour
talk
is
about.
all about.
All right.
Huh? See your slide message? Oh, okay.
Whoa.
But yeah,
I'm distracted. We have two very valuable guests here.
I'm here from, we started at 7:20 a.m. I'm here until 7:20 p.m. Every journalism, I don't know if you guys know, every month or so we have like this thing called a work night where journalism people stay until like 7 under the tutelage of a teacher, usually Mr. Manful or Keel. And it's just a day, like, usually it's right before deadline hits and we need to get like a project done or something. And it's just a day where we all unanimously lock in. But there's also like game time and there's food is provided and everything. It's a great experience. And today there's a work night, so I was like, it's perfect for the 12-hour podcast because it's a good excuse to stay until as late as I have to for this annual thing.
If you guys are looking for some more casual questions, I think the easy one is, what was your Spotify Wrapped look like? I think there's a lot of students who would love to hear, like when they see their principal, when they see their assistant walking down the hall, like, what do you... of course, you guys aren't listening to music while school hours are active because personal electronic devices is horrible. But what, in your free time, are you guys listening to?
That's a good question.
If you listen to music. Yeah. I assume you do.
Do you guys have Spotify? That's it.
I'm going to be honest, I don't, but I do listen to music.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
How?
How do you listen to music?
The radio.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Records.
I'm an old person. We're an old person. I pretty much listen to Christian music, Joy FM, and I download songs to my phone, and I do it that way. I'm so sorry to disappoint you guys, though, that I don't have Spotify. But I just pretty much listen to Joy FM. So.
Yeah.
So I actually am a radio person too, but it's kind of it is kind of intentional. Like, I don't necessarily love to like have this. Number one, I don't love to search for music. Like, I don't dig that. I'm just like, give it to me. Give me what you got. And I'm in the car, so limited. I do have very eclectic tastes. Like, I like country. I like 90s grunge. I like to travel to Jamaica a lot, so I like Bob Marley and reggae music. I do. Yeah, I mean, really, there's not much out there that I'm not interested in, but I don't know. Old school rap. I've been to a couple Snoop Dogg concerts. I've been to a couple concerts this year that were old school rap. Like, we did the 90s house party a couple years ago. Like, that was blast, But that's like my genre, right? That's my. I was growing up in high school in the 90s, and like that was my thing.
I know me. Like, I use Spotify. As the kid
I do actually have Spotify.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
My wife uses it for like the radio station.
Okay. Yeah, like I have I just have like one. Oh, I guess they do have radio.
Yeah, they have a radio station, and I have Apple Music too.
Yeah. I just have for Spotify. I just have one playlist with like every song I like, and there's like every type of genre you can imagine, country, everything between, and it's just like 1,000 songs, and I just put it on shuffle. And generally, it's, you know, I never would have to skip because it's all the songs I like. But, you know, there's moods, like sometimes like I'm not in the mood for some like, you know, slower song or whatever, and I'll skip it and then I'll move on to the next one type thing. And is that what you guys are like? Like, do you guys just listen to, like, is there no set playlist that you guys like? Is it just a wide web, I guess, of everything like that, music-wise?
I have, so like we have some, you know, country playlists I share with my family. We have like, I have a 90s playlist that my wife and I have in the car sometimes. Like we do have some music that we play. But yeah, I feel the same way. Like what I find with my playlist a lot of times is I need to update them. Like I play them and I'm like, okay, I want to update this, and I don't really have any interest in spending the time to update them.
Yeah.
And so then we just add more music, or my kid adds music into it. He likes it, and then all of a sudden it's like just a Zach Bryan, you know, album, and I'm like, I don't want that. And you know, he's very eclectic. He is a senior in high school as well, and he likes to explore these other bands and these other groups. And it's like, I'm old school. I want to just know that, do the music that I knew about, and go from there.
Yeah. And I mean, this talk of like hobbies and music, it does kind of make me think like when the school doors are locked and, you know, school's not in session, like what do you guys love to do on like the weekends or whatnot? You know, like I like play games and stuff. I'm out with my friends a bunch. I love like going like thrifting and whatnot. Like
Yes.
Yeah, I love spending time with like my mom and sister and just sitting down and watching like a good TV show with them. Like what do you guys do to occupy your free time?
Yeah, I would say that's, I mean, you're described exactly what I would be doing as well. Like, I mean, you know, shows with the family. My wife is a principal as well in the district. She just got a first-year principal job, so she and I spend a lot of time talking about the principalship, which is, I don't know, probably the most like healthy or whatever, but it's what it is. And we do have a couple kids that, you know, we constantly are paying attention to them. I do disc golf outside of school. I'm not good, but I like to get outside. It's just something to get outside. I like to, you know, hang out, watch sports. I'm a big football fan. Unfortunately, the Chiefs aren't doing so well this year, but that's where they are. And, you know, we're just moving along. I think, you know, I can't say that there's anything in particular. I wish I could work with my hands. I wish I had, like, those skills to, like, build things, but I don't really have those skills.
But yeah, I'm the same. Family. Like, I love spending time with my family. And I have older kids, so my son's 23, and my daughter's 18, and she's graduated. And so anytime I get to be at home with my kids, I love it, because they're very rarely home, I'm sure. And yours are the same. We have about the same age kids. But my husband also works in education. He works at Fort Zumwalt School District. So we have that in common. But we also love to go thrifting. You mentioned thrifting.
So I'm really digging into this thrifting. So we have a thrifting idea. For Christmas, we're getting together with 3 other couples that we know. We're going to go to a thrift shop, and then we're going to go out in the clothes that we thrift for each other. So it's going to be like
fun.
Instead of like Secret Santa, like we're going to draw names, and then I'm going to dress you. So where is the thrift store? Like, you guys are thrifters. Like, where are we?
Goodwill.
Where should I thrift?
There's about 10 Goodwills in the area, right?
There's one at Harvester that I really like going to.
Harvester, okay. Yeah. What else?
There's this place called Savers that just recently opened like a month ago, and I went there with a friend, and that's actually pretty nice. My favorite place, it's, I guess not by definition a thrift store, but it is. It's this place called downtown. It's called like Reset or something. Or it's also on Main Street now. They opened a new location not too long ago, called Reset, and they just have like a bunch of like streetwear and stuff like that. And I love going there with my friends, just like scouting the area, because it's always changing. Like thrift stores, they always change like every week. You know, it's it cycles in with new people, right? And I think it's just always something I like to do with my friends. Like usually like every Saturday, like I'm a big fan of like UFC. Like I'll always watch like the fight nights and stuff every Saturday, and like I'll do that. But like if I'm not doing that, I'll be out with my friends thrifting. You know, that Saturday. Right. It's always something nice to look forward to on the weekends and whatnot. I
live in Wentzville, and we have a brand new Goodwill, and it is massive. Like, it's huge. It's so nice. And Lake St. Louis in the Meadows has MTS. It's a missionary thrift store, and that's a really great store as well. But the new Goodwill in Wentzville is awesome.
All right. That's good recommendations. I haven't been to a thrift store in a while except to drop off.
And I always see, like, the trends, like me and my girlfriend have done this one time. It's where we would, like go on some, like, dinner date, but then we'd go to, like, Goodwill beforehand and, like you said, like, pick each other out clothes, but we'd make it, like, intentionally like bad.
That's the goal.
Yeah.
It's
So
gotta be
like,
intentionally bad.
like she'd wear like some corny shirt, and I'd wear like some like dress or something, right? And we'd go out, like not a dress, but like just like something corny that I would never wear.
Yeah.
And then do you go out and like take pictures
Yeah,
and do the whole
exactly.
thing?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
It's very stupid and very like fun. It's
That's so
just the
fun.
memories. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And yeah, no, it's always just so nice to do and whatnot. And actually, Riley has a question, and it is a good question. And what they mentioned it in the speakers earlier. What exactly is the admin versus admin Smash Bros. Tournament?
He was just talking about that earlier.
So I heard that on announcements yesterday.
Okay.
And so I knew that we were going over that. I thought we were going to go over and like, I don't know, say hi and have like a nice little activity. So apparently it's a thing, and now they're going to like do the ad. We're going to play the admin in Super Smash Bros. I hear that Mr. Bevel is a ringer, and he's very confident that we're going to be able to be successful. I hear that Dr. Parks hasn't played a video game in quite a while, and so she's hoping to be the first leg of our Super Smash Bros. We are going to practice this evening in one of the conference rooms. We brought in a Switch, and we're gonna get some Smash Bros. Practice in.
And wait, when you say, sorry to cut you off, when you say ringer, is that like?
I think he has.
Yeah, okay.
I think he's pretty good. I think he's a gamer.
Okay.
Bevel's a gamer.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's sponsored esports. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do any actually hold on? Wait, we have a new segment coming in.
We got time.
Oh, it's 10:15 now.
Okay.
All right. Wait. Well, the last question is:
Yeah.
does anybody have like a specific character they play that you know of?
I don't know. I was always Donkey Kong in like. Is that not good in Super
I
Smash
mean,
Bros?
from what I've heard, he's like not that good. Like he doesn't
Well,
have.
I was never Donkey Kong. I've never
I
played
love
Super
Donkey
Smash
Kong.
Bros.
Yeah.
But I did in Mario Kart. I did a lot of Mario Kart, and so
Pac-Man?
I
was
oh, you were Pac-Man? Yeah, a lot of Mario Kart on the Wii and on the N64.
I love Donkey Kong just as much. It's just I've heard in like the game like he can't like do a lot unless you're right in his face. If you can't punch him, you can't do much. But I mean,
That's like me in real life.
that's just tips from a pro. You know?
Yeah. So do you have a recommendation?
For
I haven't played it in
I mean,
ages.
I know.
Peach?
I haven't played it so long. I know Fox is good. It's
Fox.
about as it's
Fox.
Fox, right? It's his name's Fox.
Oh.
What
Yeah.
does he say?
What does he say? Oh,
She's like space
what
fighter.
does a fox say? Yeah, he's like a space fox. He's from some Nintendo game back in the day, but apparently
All right.
he's like as balanced of a guy as you can get. Like he's decent at everything.
All right. Well, I could definitely see myself being a fox.
Exactly.
All right.
And I think that's all the time we have for
Thanks,
you
Thank
guys.
you guys
Appreciate it.
so much
It's
for
been
having
wonderful
us.
fun.
Yeah,
Thank you for
thank you.
coming on. Thank you for
Thank
your time.
you.
Of course, yeah.
Glad you guys came on.
Thanks for having us. This is cool, guys.
Yeah.
It had some depth to the podcast.